Hi, I'm Jim Mann with Homestyle Southern Cooking. It's good to see you. Good. Thanks for inviting me back into your home. Today I'm going to make something that probably everybody has a recipe in their house, but I'm going to show you how I make mine and show you a couple hacks, kitchen hacks that might make it a little bit better. We're just going to make a plain chocolate chip cookie today, and I'm going to show you how I make mine and the few differences that I do. First off, I'm starting off with 3 cups of all-purpose flour. That's all I've got. To that, I'm going to add to my dry ingredients. I've got some baking soda. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And I've got some sea salt. I prefer using sea salt. I think it gives it a better flavor. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of sea salt in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of mix these all around to incorporate them, get them mixed up so that's all the baking soda and the sea salt are already mixed up in the flour. Now, I'm going to set my dry ingredients aside. I set all the things aside that I was using. Now, in my KitchenAid, I'm going to add 2 eggs. To those 2 eggs, I'm going to add 2 sticks of softened butter, room temperature butter. I'm going to add 1/2 cup of sugar. One half cup of sugar. And then I'm going to add to that sugar my brown sugar. Now with the brown sugar, I'm going to add 1 1/4 cups. As a fourth, and I don't think my cup will fit down in here, so I'll have to fill this up with it. But you want 1 1/4 cups of brown sugar. Like I said, this is probably very much like the recipe that you use. I've just had really good success with this, and I'll show you why as we get going and some of the things I do different. Okay, I'm going to put my paddle on it. And I want to get this, turn it on and just get it creamy for about 2 minutes. I get a really creamy consistency, and I'll show you in a second. I'm going to get it nice and creamy. I'm going to let this cream for 2 minutes, and I'll be right back to you. All right, this has been creaming about 2 or 3 minutes, so I'm going to stop it. And now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons. Now it looks like this is 1, but this is 2 teaspoons of vanilla. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And then I'm going to let that mix some. Okay. Turn this on so I can get all of it off my paddle wheel here. I'll show it to you in just a second. Let me get all this off here that I can. These are kind of like bakery shop cookies. If you can see, I've got it all creamed together. It's all creamed together, ready to go. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take my dry ingredients. Well, first of all, before I do that, I'm going to take my chocolate chips and put it in here. Now, I know a lot of y'all just buy bags of chocolate chips, and that's fine. But what I like to do is I like to mix them up. This is semi-sweet chocolate that Hershey makes. I'm gonna put a cup of semi-sweet chocolate in this. And then to that, I'm gonna add a cup of milk chocolate. I like the two different chocolates. It gives it I think it a real rich flavor when you use the two different types. And we'll blend those all around, get them all mixed up with the wet ingredients. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dry ingredients and add just a little bit at a time and try to incorporate them. It's coming together really good. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of it in here. Oops. I think I might have to get a heavier spoon. Now I know what a lot of y'all do is after you get this all made up, that you have your oven heated and you go ahead and make your cookies. I don't do that. What I do is I get this all made up and I put it in the refrigerator for at least an hour, 2 hours. Sometimes when I make it at nighttime, I leave it overnight. The reason why I do that, I want you to think about it. If you take your batter, just like I take it right here, and I put it in my oven, the batter's hot, the chips are hot, everything's already hot. So when you put it in your oven, it's all gonna flatten out, okay? But if I put this in my freezer and get it really hard, and I make like golf ball type cookies, I make big cookies like pastry cookies, they come out big hunks of chocolate in them, and it's a completely different look. So I'm going to show you this now, and then I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. I'm going to let this chill for a couple hours, and we'll come back and we'll finish this. But let me show you. There's my batter. Now I'm going to put this in my refrigerator for a couple hours, and I'll be back and we'll finish this up. I'll see you real soon. Okay, I've had my cookie dough in the refrigerator for about an hour. What I'll probably do is I'll make cookies for this sheet, and the rest of it I'll put in a plastic container, and if one night this week I want cookies, I'll just pull them out and make them. So I'm using a big scoop because I like the cookies to almost look like bakery shop cookies. And this dough, this batter is really, really hard. And I put parchment paper on my cookie sheets. Like I told you earlier, the reason why I get my dough cold is because it doesn't spread out so much. I know it's a little bit more difficult to work with, but you'll see when they come out, you'll see they're bigger, they're fluffier looking. And I like the combination of the two chocolates together. I've even taken chocolate bars and chocolate bars and put in the chocolate chip cookies. Like I said, it's a little bit more difficult to work with when it's been in the freezer. But the good thing about this, like I said, I'll make 9 up. The rest of it I'll put in the freezer until next week. Anytime I want cookies or I have somebody coming over, I'll just turn my oven on, warm it up, put some cookies on the sheet, and I can have cookies very quickly. My oven is warming to 350. These will stay in the oven for about anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes. Yes, they are hard. Okay. This last one. Let's put this on the sheet. All right, there they are. And you can see they're good sized cookies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in my oven for about 10 to 12 minutes. I'll watch them. And when they're ready, I'll come back and show them to you. But let me put them in the oven. And I'll see you in a few minutes. It's actually been 12 or 13 minutes, and I'm going to get these out of the oven to show them to you. Okay, there we go. So what I was telling you earlier about the cookies, when you put them in there right after you make them, sometimes they go flat and spread out, but these are great big puffed up cookies like bakery shop cookies. So they're just really pretty. So, and the flavor is incredible. So I'm going to let these cool. Okay, they sat on the cookie sheet for about 5 minutes to cool, and then I transferred them to the plate. In the meantime, I put another bunch on here to go. So as you can see, these are huge. They're full of chocolate, and I like the combination of the milk chocolate and the semi-sweet chocolate. They're big cookies. They look like pastry shop cookies, and they're really, really good. So it's just another hack that you can learn. If you freeze your dough for any of the cookies will stay taller for you, okay? I'm so glad that you let me come back into your house again. It was fun cooking with you. I will ask you, if you please, you follow me on Facebook, and also if you will subscribe to my channel. I'm doing cooking things for you almost every day now to let me know that you're really enjoying these and you want me to continue. I really have a fun time with this, and I look forward to seeing each one of y'all when I come back on. So until next time, I'm Jim Mann in Mexico, telling you have a wonderful week ahead, wonderful week. Take care of yourselves and know that I'm thinking about you. God bless.